We're gonna record. Yeah, go ahead.
My name's Sam. I'm just now, I'm starting starting a software engineering job on Monday. And
Ooh.
so I got that job by I made an open source project with 3 other people. So this will be my actual, and kind of somehow convince them to hire me based off that. And so
What
this
was
will
the
be
project?
it was an observability tool, like a that's deployed on AWS. So it's a logging observability tool built on the Elastic Stack, Elasticsearch, Kibana, and Logstash. Which I guess it was impressive enough that they gave me a shot, and so pretty excited. So it'll be my first actual like paid position. So
Yeah, that's
You also-
congrats. That is open source working for you.
yeah.
Sorry, you're gonna say?
No, I was just saying I'm pretty excited for it.
So yeah, welcome, Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome. It's great to meet you. All right, who's next? I'm gonna randomly pick Maribel. I just saw you join. Hi.
Hi everyone. Yeah, I joined
Welcome,
a minute or two late. So what was the question?
We're introducing ourselves because like this is a new, like there's been a lot of people joining recently. This is a new community thing that I'm doing. So I just want to get to know people. Hopefully we'll see each other every week or so. My intention is to hold these sessions every week.
Perfect. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so I'm Maribel. I am a full stack software engineer currently at NerdWallet. I've actually been professionally an engineer for 3 years now. I actually got your book last year during my expense, my career stipend, but I actually didn't start reading it till this year. I just started. I'm on chapter 4. I've been an engineer for 3 years now, and I actually just got the news this week that I'm getting promoted to senior software engineer. So that's really cool because
You should have read the book earlier.
Exactly. But at the same time, now that I'm just starting off as a senior, there's probably a lot of things that I still need to, ramp up on, and don't. So I think this is a perfect time for me to read the book and then kind of see what some of the things I did blindly correctly, but some of the things I still have to kind of work on as I'm, just in my beginning stages there.
Gotcha. Well, welcome. That's a really great story, and yeah, we'll be discussing chapters. That's my plan. So we'll just pick out a chapter and then we'll talk about it. So maybe next week we'll do like the senior chapter, and we'll just talk about that. I think it's a really topical answer, and it's early on in the series, so why not? Okay, cool. Who else? Any hands? If not, I'm gonna pick Ishan.
I can go next.
Oh, Ishan and George.
All right.
Yeah, Ishan, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey folks, so my name is Ishan, and I'm a software engineer at Amazon. I've been working there for 2.5 years now. I joined just in 2019 after completing my master's. And yeah, I also got the book last year, and I'm halfway through it. It's sort of dense with all the links and everything, and oftentimes I find myself just clicking to a link, opening in browser, and then adding that to just my read later list or reading at that time. But yeah, I'm working towards my promotion to next level at Amazon, and just going through the book, and hope to learn from all of you people, especially, everyone.
Which level is that? Which team actually?
So I work with seller services, and we build the Amazon seller app, which helps the third-party sellers manage their business at Amazon.
Gotcha. Oh, cool. Welcome. Yeah, you might know I was briefly at Amazon until I found another opportunity and pieced out. But I still have very fond feelings, and I think it's a really good culture. Okay, George, you're up.
Cool. Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is George. I'm a software engineer at a company called Upward Farms. Been making software for probably about 5 or 6 years now. I bought the book hoping to learn the secrets to get promoted. I'm excited to meet everybody, network a little bit, learn from everybody, and maybe teach somebody. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like I try not to talk about the book as like secrets to get promoted. It's more
Yeah,
like,
no.
yeah, all right. I'm just trying to say, like, I hate all these like quick get rich quick schemes because I don't think it's
ain't none
a
of those work.
sustainable way. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, ain't none of those work, and people just try to sell you shit. So
Yeah. Ishan says, can George also introduce his coworker? Is that your dog?
oh yeah, Chubbs.
Looks like a lazy
That's
dog.
Chubbs.
We have a little pets channel. We can always put. I don't have a pet right now, but I used to. Yeah, that dogs are awesome. Except that like I feel guilty if they just lay there and you're working, because like you're supposed to be paying attention to them.
Nice, fine.
Okay. Anyone else? We don't. Let's see. I see new faces. Ben, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm not a working software engineer. I'm a student at launch school. So you probably
Yes.
coordinated with Chris.
Yeah.
He was kind enough to buy the book for all of his students that were
He's
interested.
such
and
a chill dude. So
Yeah.
chill. He was just like, it's like, yo, can I like buy a few hundred copies and just send it to my students? I was like, sure, yeah, okay. But also, it's like a nice, like you never expected it, right? He just dropped it.
yeah. No expectation there, and it's been really great, especially because I've been so focused. The program that he runs is really long, or it's self-paced, but I've been working in it since September 2020. So
Yeah.
I've been in this kind of student mode, and now I'm nearing the end and starting to think about the job search. And so it's the perfect timing for me to start getting in that headspace and trying to learn some of this stuff up front, even if I can't apply some of those senior and beyond recommendations yet. Just getting a little head start there. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm learning Ruby first and now JavaScript, and moving on to DOM and async stuff soon. So it's going to get crazy.
Oh yeah, ping me when you get to the DOM stuff. I have a few resources to send you. It's a lot. Don't try to learn everything. Hey Brittany, yeah. Oh, thanks for joining though. Yeah, Brittany says hi. Okay. This community is mostly for people who like have their first jobs already, or are in their first 1 to 3 years ish, and they're looking to proceed. But also like we have a wide range of people. Birender probably can share some experience as well.
I probably should mention what I'm doing is transitioning from marketing. So I've got a couple of years of working in marketing at an agency and freelancing as well. So I'm more interested in building things. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing that. But yeah, appreciate being involved, even if I'm early in the phase.
Exactly. Yeah, you're getting started early. Well, anyone who can ask you questions about marketing, I mean, it's always like we're exchanging skills and knowledge and stuff like that.
Yeah, happy to. Thanks a lot.
Cool. Well, nice to have you here.
I can follow up after Ben, as I have a very similar. I'm also launch school, compliments of Chris, and I am just getting through the DOM and async stuff that Ben was talking about. So I'm looking, hopefully this fall, to be looking for my first role. I've never worked as an engineer. I was self-employed for a long time, and haven't worked for anybody else for a while. And so I feel kind of a little intimidated about both, to be honest, but I definitely feel just excited to learn from other people. And I haven't been really involved, but the little bit has been good vibes. So I'm just feel kind of hopeful.
Yeah. I think you feel a lot of imposter syndrome starting out in the industry. And then you figure out like everyone who's been through it has felt the same way. So you'll get there. Who else is from launch school, by the way? I just to get a show of hands. Joshua, I see. Sam.
Yeah, and the longer version of my story is that I'm a capstone graduate. That's the project. Is building that. That's why we built that project, the open source project.
Hey, that's a really effective capstone if they got you the job. Wow.
Yes,
that's nice.
A very good one. And it's not a junior role. It's a like mid-level role.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Talk about imposter syndrome. Yeah.
You'll get there. Okay. Let's see. A couple more. Antonio. Peter.
Want me to go next, Sean?
Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering if you were gonna. Yeah. Birender, go ahead.
So hi, I'm Birender. Like Sean mentioned, probably one of the more
OG
experienced robots. So yeah, I would say the book still applies to me. I've been doing this for about 15 years now. Mostly backend. I've done front end, backend. I've done work for product companies, consulting. recently last year, before last year, I lost my job because of COVID. And after that, I was like, all right, let's see what else is there to learn something. And I happened to come across, I think it was either a blog post or something of Sean, and then happened to see, I think I started following him on Twitter, and then happened to see that he was doing the book. And I think I got the book as a pre-launch this thing.
Yeah.
One of the
earliest.
second or third round of pre-sales that you were doing. That's
Yeah.
when I ended up getting the community edition as well. And then after that, I've been part of the Discord community. Last couple of months been busy with the new job, so not as active. Probably get back there. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Currently working for a company called Prospero Health, working on their backend data engineering stuff and platform and data engineering and things like that. So that's what I do day to day, writing Python code and a little bit of C# here and there for automation testing and stuff like that. And I think since we're on the topic of sharing about pets, give me a second. Let me see if I can switch cameras.
Oh, it's a cat and a dog.
It's a cat and a dog. So my wife and I, we joke, we are like the cat is the dog's pet. So I mean, we got the dog, and we were out walking the dog, and this cat, this was a kitten. She's still a kitten, and she was injured. Her tail was kind of, the end of her tail was her cut and everything, and she just followed us home. So we decided to get her. We took her to the vet, got her taken care of, and then we were like, do we keep her or look for a good home? We ended keeping her, and now the cat and the dog. Tavi is the dog. Cat is Trixie. Okay, that's my wife back home, so they're happy. that's why you hear them barking.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's really great. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel it's it makes life so much special when you have pets. You're just giving me more pet FOMO. Yeah, well, it's really good to have you. Obviously, you've been around forever, so like I've chatted with you a bunch.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll look forward to chatting more. Yeah, my goal, I think previously in other community meetups that we've done, is very much social, very much just hanging out, talking stuff. But I think with this series, I wanted to do something that's more focused. Like, let's pick a topic and just go on that. And I think at least people know what to expect. So hopefully we'll spend
just to add, I think people should realize that your book does not only cater to engineers who are just starting their career or anything. I think there's something or the other for everyone in their career path. I mean, I definitely learned a whole lot, because when I started, nobody talked about learning in public or open source or things like that. Everything was closed. But in today's world, all of these add a lot of value. So, even an mid-level engineer, senior engineer who's not doing anything like that, because I see that even in my own co-working people with whom I work, many of them are just siloed and do what they do and nothing else.
and there's different levels of public, right? Which is something I often say as well. Like, it doesn't always have to be to the whole world. It can just be internally within your team or your company as well. It's in your interest to raise your profile within your company. It's in your interest to help your team practice marketing your work to everyone else, to get better assignments. And there's a lot that are applicable skills even in semi-private contexts. Okay, so I think maybe with Antonio, Joshua, Renee, I feel like we maybe have said hi before. Antonio, let's go ahead.
Hey everyone, I'm Antonio. I am a technical lead in a company called Health Union. I'm currently in data science, but I'm really trying to get out because I really don't like data science anymore. I'm kind of tired. And so I would like to move more to like software, like full stack engineering or front end engineering specifically, like mostly work with React and Next. I do also have a dog, like I need to move my laptop, and I don't know if you can see.
What kind of breed is that? It's like
a Samoyed.
Samoyed. Oh, they're the cutest.
Yeah, and he's like 10 months old, and like he sleeps under the coffee table. So And yes, like I'm like primarily joined because like I've been working in like engineering like for the past 2 years, but on the data side. And like I just wanted to like get out of that field specifically because I felt like I was more interested in like the full stack like web development portion of it, and just realized that it's time to make some like career decision before pigeonholing myself too much into something.
I think especially like the more I see people's careers, like it is quite common to realize that whatever field that you are in like is not exactly the right fit, and then you want to move it around a little bit more. So yeah, I've gone from front end to more back end now.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, welcome. I see Trey join us. Trey is also another OG. You can say hi. Hey. I feel like I can introduce you because like, we've actually hung out. We saw Dune together in Seattle, which is the funnest. We had a smoke behind his car. Yeah, former music producer for like, who's the most famous person you did?
I was doing audio engineering. I mean, I guess that the most famous person I worked with at that time was Rihanna. This was like back in 2009 when she was like, that was her, like she was the biggest thing in the freaking world at that point.
She could not fail.
Yeah, that was also my worst work experience of my life. As far as you want to talk about burnout, Tech doesn't have shit on a writing camp for a Rihanna album, which was 140 hours and 9 days.
And she bounces in and out, right? Like that's how these artists work.
Oh, that actually, she didn't participate in that part at all. That was like the writers camp where they would get producers all around and put writers with producers, and they'd all write songs for 9 days, and then they chose the best songs, and then Rihanna would come in and actually sing, and her part was like minuscule. Like she'd be there for only a little bit. Yeah, that's the pop music factory style.
Yeah. But now you work at Amazon as well. So I think you're the second Amazonian here, and still on Amplify on the Geo.
Yep, still section? Amplify.
Yeah,
Geo team right now, working towards moving over to DevRel with Ali.
That is new. Oh.
Yep, I am in the middle of right now creating a 3 to 6 month roadmap plan that I am presenting to Ali next week to review, to try to like move to her team within the next 6 months.
Okay, so for those who don't know, that is my former team. Ali is my former coworker who now runs that team. So what I'm saying, Trey, is like I can help.
Yep. Yeah, I need to chat with you a little bit more on that stuff as well. But yeah, it's been the last few months that I've really made the realization since Cascadia, honestly. Like Cascadia JS was a thing that kind of was the catalyst of like, you know what, I got to make a move. I got to change something.
I think so I've been a developer advocate. I think it's a really good job for being paid to learn in public. Like literally they pay you to do the things that you're told is a good idea for your career. But just keep in mind, like I think the career path beyond some level of there's a ceiling, right? There's you don't really, beyond some kind of level, you're just a marketing person or something like that. So it's up to you to figure out like where you want to go beyond that, so you can turn into like full-time educator. It's the stuff I talk about, I think in chapter 5 or 6, like what happens after your senior career, and there's a few paths. All right, but there's a great update. Let's see, we got Peter, we got Joshua, we got Renee.
I can go.
Yeah. Hey,
so hello. Yes, so I'm also going through launch school. I'm very early in though. I was learning on my own before then. I mean, it's still kind of learning on your own, but more with a roadmap and a community. I've struggled a bit to get into communities because for me, I've always done stuff on my own, and I'm kind of shy. And so, but I've realized that when I do socialize about something, I get more excited about it, and it makes it easier to keep at it. I really like your book because it does that. It gives me the sort of a roadmap for which to aim, or at least make the idea that that's something I can use as a blueprint, because I think one of my struggles is to plan and keep to that plan. And so I think that's part of my motivation for joining things like this. I started doing this because I've worked a ton of time in technical support, and I realized after I started learning web technologies that I could build stuff to make my colleagues' work easier, to make their lives easier every day.
That's how I started. Yeah.
And when I saw that, it like I felt like a rush, like, oh my God, that this is great. And then now every time I see something, I'm saying, no, why are we doing this? We need to automate it. We need to make something about it so that we don't have to do it again. And I heard this thing, I don't remember the name of the person that said it, but he said something that engineering is like looking for better problems to solve. And I think that has guided me to in this journey, is that I am looking for better problems to solve. While right now I can't tell you what I want to be doing in 5 years with engineering. I mean, I have some ideas, but I can tell you concretely, like, yes, this is what I want. I am looking for better problems to solve. So in general, in this journey and also in life.
Yeah. Wow. In life. Okay. Yes. So we have stuff in the book about, picking your problems. Something that really stuck with me was, two of the top engineers at Google. They have like statistics about your code at Google, and they could see that they didn't commit any more significant lines of code than a regular engineer, but they just chose to tackle the most important problems, and that was much more effective. And so it's not about how clean your code is, or how fast you code, or how much you code, but more or less, did you pick on an important problem, and then did you solve it? Okay, so yeah, Joshua, welcome. I think Peter, you were going to be up next. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, is my audio working?
Yeah, it's working fine.
Sorry, I'm Pete from Australia. I'm an engineer for a company called Envato down here. Full stack developer. I finished a boot camp in 2021, made the transition from marketing. And yeah, so I'm just sort of making the switch in career. So you take like an income hit with that. And now I'm sort of trying to work my way back up that level and just figure out, the games you have to, not necessarily the games, but the things you have to do to stand out as a developer.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think a lot of us are career changers, and I think there's some part of us that, you have a bit of regret from like losing that position where you were before, but you have that work experience that maybe helps you inform better choices as well. Something I noticed about Australia is that you have a lot of creative software companies. Canva is one of my business idols, and I did not know that Envato is also Australian.
Yeah, I'm surprised you know Envato. It's like
I mean,
a big
yeah, like you
startup
have like the best themes and stuff. You're all over the place for that, the design resources. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think we're gonna go to Renee, and then I'm not sure if we'll run out of time, but I just wanted to say hi to everybody.
Hi everyone. So my name is Renee. I live in Canada, Ottawa, and I work as a DevOps engineer in Fullscript, which is a company in the healthcare space. I started as a software engineer a while back, and I eventually over time transitioned to the DevOps and SRE space. So I went to the back end of the back end. We can call it like that. And yeah, like I found Swix through Twitter, and then I started following, and then like jumping into the book. And I was already a senior, but I still like learned a lot, and especially like I love the amount of links and extra ideas and notes that gives you. So like it allows me to increase the breadth of different knowledge, and also go dive deeper on those as I went through the book. So yeah, an overall great experience, and the Discord is pretty good as well.
Yeah, I remember when you joined initially, you were first talking about getting into DevOps, and then you kept updating as your career progressed. So it's really nice to see you come along. Yeah. Well, welcome. Yeah, we have Alex and Trey. If you want to quickly say hi, I don't know if how much time we have left.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Sorry, yeah, I had a meeting run long, but I wanted to pop in and say hello. Let's see. I'm in Seattle. I'm mainly on like the operations side, but I'm trying to develop my development skills, I guess, in my 20% time, so to say. So
you're the we had dinner, right? Is that
we did? I mean, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you came to one of the rare in-person meetups that we've had because it's so hard to do in the pandemic. But yes,
I was blessed with eating a burrito with Swix, which was pretty cool. So
that was a fun meetup.
You guys want to hear about that? That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun meetup. Cool. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming by. Yeah. And Omar, I don't know if you're available on audio at least. But
hey everyone, can you hear me?
Hey. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I'm Omar. I am based out of Dubai. I'm also convert from systems engineer, sales of network security, infra security. And now I'm dabbling I've played with Ruby on Rails for a bit. And now I'm trying to understand how React works, how JavaScript works, but it seems like that could take you a lifetime. Yeah, but that's me. I've listened to the book, by the way, and it was amazing. The amount of information that it has, very thorough, and to come from someone who is, newly converted to the industry, having gathered this amount of information is really amazing. So thanks, Sean.
I think thank you so much. Yeah, I love audio. I listen to podcasts and audiobooks all the time. So I had to record the audio version. Even though it felt so stupid. It was like 2 straight days of just talking to myself on the mic, and I think my mom thought I was going crazy, and then you have to like cut out a lot of noise and stuff. But I'm glad you liked it. Okay, yeah. So I didn't want to run long, but I wanted to say hi. I wanted to restart this session after being off for a couple of months, and hopefully start a returning community where we can we roughly know each other, where we're coming from, and then we'll talk about stuff every week. Obviously, feel free to drop in and out. Like I designed this to be a low stress. Oh, there goes the Zoom warning. I actually have a paid account, but it's on my work account. Whatever. I designed this to be a low stress community. Like careers are long. Drop in and out. You got stuff going on that like we all have stuff going on, right? But the place, like this is a place to talk about tech and career stuff without where like necessarily your friends or your family may not have the same context, and that's my goal. That's all I want. Is I want like I have a lot of thoughts, but I'm not the authority. Like we all have ideas as well. So that's it. I mean, thank you for coming by. And this is a nice intro. I really am grateful that y'all showed up and on a busy Friday.
Can I ask a quick question about the timing? So you say you kind of alternate from various times.
So we ran a poll, and people said Friday or Saturday, and I wasn't sure what time to wear. I can do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but I think just people would preferred to have the weekends off. So I'll try to do like Fridays for like 4 weeks, and then maybe switch to Saturdays if people want. Obviously everybody here can make Fridays, but like some people can't and they're not here, so it's hard to figure out. But let's try to stick to Fridays.
Start working, I won't be able to make Fridays, but that's
Oh really? Okay. How do people feel about Saturdays? I don't know.
Go with Saturdays. Fridays doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, I think as long as it's clear, and then yeah. Sorry, did someone have an opinion? Okay.
No,
yeah,
I'm saying I'm okay with. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Jad. Go ahead. Yeah, it sounds like you're okay too.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with Saturdays. I see a lot of people do like the kind of career stuff on like weekends, the casual career stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Saturday it is. I'll send out invites, and we'll be talking about the senior developer chapter or junior to senior. And then we'll pick chapters from there on out. I just really want to see this as like a place to hang out and chat, you know. So let me know. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. The long weekend for those in the US, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks so much.
Everyone.
I'm gonna have a soundtrack next time because I have all these soundboard effects.
Bye.
I don't know if it's I have to share it. So I have to share my sound. And then it has to so can you hear this now?
Yeah.
Good pause. So I have this. I have if I make a joke or if I make and like no one answers, this is crickets. I have a laugh track for making my own menu. I don't know how to use this one. This is the Wii theme. I don't know how to use this one. This is like a classic like meme thing.
Somebody says something awkward.
You're supposed to do something silly and then play that in the background.
Yeah, exactly. And then a couple more favorites. Windows Up. This one I want to play at the start, and then this one's at the end, and then of course the error. So that's
classics.
Need the hair horns.
I did, but they were too annoying, so I took them off.
Well, that's the point.
That is the point. Okay, well, that's it. All right.
Awesome.
Glad you stay for the
Congrats
extra
on your temporal raise too, Sean. That's
yeah. Oh, do you want to talk about that? I mean.